4 months ago, I was tasked to help this lead generation agency monetize their content. But there was a small problem. Their niche was tiny. To put into context, they helped business owners generate more leads and make more money with cold emails. They just recently decided to start making content on YouTube because they wanted to book more calls. But I had to make this happen in less than 30 days before they would completely forget about YouTube. So I had to act and I had to do it fast. To give you an idea, it takes an average of 3 months to see a flow of qualified leads from YouTube. Pulling this off in under a month would be really challenging, but I knew it was completely possible. So the plan was simple. Post 6 videos before the end of the month, book calls, and close at least 1 client. But as you might know, YouTube is not that easy. In fact, YouTube is not easy at all. Without the right strategies, you can post hundreds of videos and not see the results. So within 6 videos, I had to be extremely careful with my ideas. There's a process that every single YouTube video needs to follow if they want to book calls for you. It's so important that even individuals like Russell Brunson or Alex Ramosi follow in every single one of their videos. They know their audiences better than they know themselves. Abraham Lincoln once said, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I would spare the first 4 hours sharpening the axe." So let me ask you a question. If you had to sign a client from YouTube in the shortest amount of time possible, where would you spend that time? Would you spend more time making more videos, or would you spend more time making one video perfect? I chose to spend as much time as I could making the videos as perfect as they could be. And I also decided to spend as much time as I could understanding the ideal viewer of our videos, the exact person that would be willing to buy from us. The easiest way to make someone fall in love with your content is to talk like you understand their struggles and their pains, and to tell them that you have been right at their shoes. And that's exactly what I did next. Once I had learned their persona, I just had to gather 3 elements: their pains, their dreams, and their fears. I came up with 3 topic ideas that would target each and every single one of these elements so we could position ourselves in their heads and become a figure of authority for them. But this was just the first step because I still had to structure the information of the video and make it as digestible as possible while also entertaining our audiences. Because when it comes to making YouTube videos, there's only 2 elements that you need to understand. And understanding them will make the difference between booking a few calls and booking dozens of calls with the exact type of persona you want to work with. The first element is entertainment, and the second element is teaching. Nothing else matters. Entertaining our audiences means that they'll pay closer attention to what we are saying, and they'll also stay for longer. So I came up with a strategy. For the first 3 videos, I decided to talk exclusively about the dream outcome and the steps to get there. That way, our ideal viewers would click with the hopes that they would find exactly the information to achieve their goals, and would have a clear roadmap on how to do it, while also proving that we were a figure of authority and we were competent enough to guide them to achieve that goal. Now everything left was just to create the appropriate packaging, to record the footage, and then just release the video. After spending weeks ideating, scripting, and editing, the videos were finally ready to be posted. The plan was finally being set in motion until something unexpected happened. The videos were picking up views extremely fast: 100, 200, 300, 600 views. And after just 2 weeks, we already had 3 booked calls. And for a dead channel that only had 150 subscribers, that wasn't bad at all. But we had a problem. Turns out not a single one of them converted. 3 book calls and no conversions wasn't gonna cut it for me. I was committed to make them close their first client and nothing was gonna stop me. I was already 2 weeks into a project, which meant that I had 2 weeks left to make this happen. So I decided to talk to my clients, and they told me that the people that booked calls with them didn't really trust them. They were insecure and they wanted to learn more about their case studies. Why would anyone believe us if we didn't have any proof that our service worked for them? We only had a couple of screenshots on the videos, but we had nothing else. That's exactly when I realized that we had to leverage our own social proof. I went into our assets folder and found 3 recorded client interviews that were never posted. And in these videos, the client was officially confirming that they had a return of investment, and a really big one. I quickly wrote 3 introductions with a basic hook to introduce the client interviews, send them back to them, and started to edit the videos. We immediately posted the 3 case studies on the 3rd week of the month and waited. Exactly 1 week later, I woke up with a message from our clients in Slack. They had successfully booked 1 more call from YouTube from these case studies, and it was a close. Exactly 28 days later after partnering together. And this is how we successfully monetized a YouTube channel with less than 2,000 views and 6 videos. Fast forward to today, they now make an extra $11,000 in monthly revenue rate on their YouTube channel. This means that every single month, they're making $11,000. Now, you can either take the manual route and do everything yourself, implementing the tips that I just gave you, which should give you results in the next 6 to 12 months if you do it properly, or you can take the same route that Bosley took and you can start working with us. And if you qualify, we'll be happy to monetize your channel in the next 30 to 60 days. By the way, YouTube wants you to watch this video next.